Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know.
Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Check 31, check 31. Ready, ready.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
He was tackled at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And now here comes Kansas City. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Throw caught there by Willis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Harding. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brock. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On third down, Harding. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Gurley. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, Harding. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Taken right around the 44. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go now, 30 base.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And now running right through it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
From the gun on third down, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Brock. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out right at the 25. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now a draw play for Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go play action here on first down. Open man here is Scott, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Beck. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run on first down. Harding, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Harding, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll drop to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the counter, Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Fights through, and now a crease. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 51 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Green. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Mike, 55. Check 55. It's just me now.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On second down, Melvin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. A pretty anemic anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Let's go.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,